everybody, and welcome to the Darlington Raceway for the opening race of our NASCAR Heat 5 2023 Mod Career Mode Season Number 2 playoffs here for the Southern 500 as we try to continue our strong season and try to get our third consecutive win in a row, and that'll be win number 12 on the season to advance to the round of 12 in the playoffs. So our stories of the race, your pole winner is going to be Alex Bowman in the 48. Having an incredible qualifying run here at Darlington. Byron will have to start at the back of the field, as will Kyle Busch. Byron gave up his qualifying position for new tires, and Kyle Busch failed pre-race inspection. So two championship contenders right there, Byron and Busch at the back. After pit stops, myself, Truex, restarting battle mid-pack here to start this race here at Darlington. We'll start from 16th here on the outside of Truex. A beautiful start to the race from us right there. We jump Truex, go to the inside, three-wide crossover, Blaney and Gilliland, and start moving our way forwards in this race. 28 to go in stage one. Gotta try to get as many of these spots as possible. It's all about a track position game here at Darlington, as it's very hard to pass over the long run unless you have a tire advantage. Now we're going by AJ Allmendinger, our teammate Ross Chastain trying to work by Ty Gibbs. Three-wide pass right there. Now into 10th place. A great start to this race already, driving up into the top 10. Now finding our way by Christopher Bell with a big shot right there, and Carson Hocelar up into 8th now. As we continue a masterful charge through the field early here in this race at Darlington, we try to go the outside of Bubba. Decided not to, we just shove Bubba down the front straightaway here. 27 to go stage one. Big hit from Christopher Bell. We decided to cross over Bubba to the inside. We go in there. Bounce him on the wall. Busher sails to the wall as Busher slides. We get stuck in the wall by Bubba now, and now we're all sliding, and Busher's going to wipe out in front of us, so we're making big time hard hits everywhere. Everyone's in the wall. We're slamming each other. Caution is out. We have crashed. A disastrous start to this race. We come down pit road, lose all of our track position, go back to dead last. Now have to go back again here on the restart to get by Kyle Busch and William Byron. So easy past Kyle Busch right there. So you have 24 laps to try to get back over the top 10 after a tough start to the stage. Now back behind William Byron here for 36. Give him a shot in that new Lego paint scheme. We go by him there. Go by Chase Briscoe, playoff driver who's struggling. Not too surprising there. Stewart Haas kind of on the downfall the last couple of years, and it just keeps getting added on. But Briscoe luckily won a race to get them at least in the playoffs. But I expect him to be a first-round exit. Now we continue to work our way through 3 and 4 up into 26 now. Right behind Chase Elliott through the top 25. Shockingly, Chase Elliott's struggling. So is Tyler Reddick. He's expected to be very good here at Darlington. He's a great Darlington racer. Now we're going to go by him for 23rd and Priest for 22nd. Reddick just got stuck in the fence right there after I gave Priest a shot. So unfortunate for Reddick, but we move by Priest now underneath John Hart-Nemechek for 21st. Made his first ever playoffs in his first year of Legacy Motor Club. Very impressive from him. And now we continue to pass more cars in 3 and 4, going by Michael McDowell up into 17th place now. And how about Zane Smith running in 16th, your Kentucky winner, who of course makes the playoffs for Spire, their first ever playoff appearance. Doing a heck of a job in his playoff debut. We decided to cross him up to the bottom, a little bit of a late decision. Cost us dearly as we throw a huge block at Eric Jones, who goes sliding into the wall right there. But we clear Zane Smith now, go underneath our teammate of Chastain and move into 16th here at Darlington, chasing down the 38 of Todd Gilliland. And now we continue to work by him and chase down the 48 of Alex Bowman. And then once we get by Bowman, we will be into 13th. And we're catching right up to his back bumper now, trying to work our way back through this pack. Kyle Larson's your leader, by the way, no surprise, a multiple-time Darlington winner. Of course, a Southern 500 winner in real life as well. Very good at this racetrack. Not shocked he's at the front. 20 to go on stage one. He's going to push Bowman through the corner, and this time he's going to go a little bit deeper in there, but we just follow his line and peek to the bottom here on the apron, go underneath Bowman right there. Nice clean pass. And go chase down Chris Buescher now for the 12th position, who we were, of course, involved in that wreck earlier. So there's still a little bit of frustration right there. So we give him a shot, punt him off into turn 1 and 2. Some contacts going right there. So we try to go to the outside of the 17. We go the inside, clear Chris Buescher for 12th. And I go chase down the 77 of Carson Hocevar for 11th with 18 to go in stage 1. So now we go by him and set our sights on the 23 of Bubba Wallace for 10th place here, pushing him wide. We hit the wall, we go spinning, we slam the inside wall. Another crucial mistake here early in stage 1. Racing Bubba Wallace again goes wrong. We lifted 2 right before we got up into him. He's bounced off the wall, dropped down to 18th. Now, field outside, we're going back by Bowman, who's just collapsed from pole to 18th place now as we move into 17th. Bounce off the wall, try to chase down Chase Elliott for 16th to try to salvage whatever positions we can here at the end of the stage. This has been an absolute struggle bus. Now we go by the 9 of Chase Elliott, no problem. We got to set our sights on the 38 of Todd Gilliland for a top 15. As it just seems to be just a real struggle this first stage for us. Just self-made mistakes, honestly. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. That's why we're not at the front of this race. It was the mistakes that we have been making. So we're trying to correct that here. But once again, we're showing that we have very fast cars. We keep driving back through the field here. Now I feel like we've caught up to Chris Buescher and Carson Hocevar, trying to get 2 for 1 here for 13th. We do by just punting Chris Buescher because at this point I'm frustrated. I want to get my positions back. So move him right out of the way, use Hocevar up in the process, up to the 13th. Now we're chasing down Bubba, where every time we get near him, something wrong seems to happen. Now this time we give him a bumper, put him up in the fence. Now we're going to be side by side here is Eric Jones. So starting green flag pit stop, so you'll see some guys coming down this front straightaway. Me and Bubba now we're going to be fighting for the 9th position here at the line. We currently have it by a nose here at the start-finish line. 11 to go in stage 1. This time we'll clear Bubba into turn 1 and 2, making a little bit of contact, forcing him to go wide there. So we finally can get clear of him. Now we're coming down for our green flag pit stop, coming in way too hot, coming down the pit road. What is going to be a speeding penalty? As we get in just too fast, we get called for speeding. On the same time, AJ Allmendinger has blown a tire and crashed. One of your championship contenders. He won at Canada earlier in the year. Sorry, not Canada, Mid-Ohio earlier in the year. And now has crashed and is DNF'd out of this race here in Darlington. Should be detrimental to his playoff hopes for the 2nd season in a row. And now we'll come in for our pit stops. It's going to be 4 tires and fuel, but with a 15-second speeding penalty, which is just going to continue to keep, pounding on us all these bad mistakes and penalties early in this race to just keep us out of the top 10. I don't know what I got to do at this point. We wrecked ourselves twice, and then we just came in speeding on pit road just a little bit too fast, and cost us dearly on the racetrack here. At this point, I'm just hoping to stay on the freaking lead lap at this rate. And it looks like we are. We're pretty comfortably on the lead lap above Denny Hamlin here, so we're on the lead lap, but we're going to merge on the track super early here. We're going to let Justin Haley go by on the bottom right there, so that drops us down to 19th now. And now we get to 18th, passing Gregson coming out of pit road. Now we're just going to hold off Zane Smith behind us here for 18th. We're still in the lead lap, but we have a lot of work to do. Once again, put back in this same area of the field. This time we bumped Justin Haley out of the way. At this point, I'm just like, I've passed these guys like 4 times already. I just got to like give me a break here. So I'm just moving these guys out of the way and just charging as fast as I can through the field. 6 to go in stage 1. Now we go by John Nemechek for 16th. That's another playoff driver we are passing. He's had a pretty solid run today for his first Southern 500. Now the 11 Denny Hamlin running in 2nd here. And 21 is going to blow a tire. There goes Hamlin wrecking around with 5 to go in the stage. Goes crashing hard into the pack. Into Christopher Bell. Now gets slammed by Austin Dillon. Big hit there for Hamlin. That will bring out the caution, which will end stage 1 prematurely. We end up 16th. Very disappointing after 3 self-made mistakes. Larson wins the stage. Points for Bell, Keselowski, Reddick among playoff drivers. Hamlin also got a few, and we'll restart here in 19th here in the final stage of racing. And hopefully this time we can finally hold some dang track position without choking it away with a big mistake. So if we do that, we have to go by 71 of Zane Smith here for 16th, which we do. Now we try to work by Justin Haley, Noah Gragson. That's going to be Alex Bowman and John Nemechek, our next 2 passes. We go by the 48 for 13th, the 42 for 12th. We go by both of them easily. Now start sights on going by Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch. So now we go by the inside of the 9 here for 11th on the racetrack and chase down the 8 of Kyle Busch to get back into the top 10. You're starting to hold some track position now, starting not to choke it away by spinning a wreck. We get a big bump to Kyle Busch there, almost a wreck, but we saved him. And we get back to the inside of him here through turn 2. Squeeze him up the racetrack. He gets loose. That allows us to get the momentum to clear Kyle down this back straightaway. He gets some momentum, gets back on our outside. This time we send it in 3 and 4. Clear him and Carson Hocevar. The slide job right there to get into 9th. As we continue to try to work our way forwards now underneath Martin Truex Jr. for 8th place. We really have a fast car. We just had all those mistakes in stage 1, which is why we were running so bad. Then we punted Ryan Blaney into the wall for 7th. Get by him. Now here's Bubba Wallace again. This is the 4th time I've been racing around him today. This time for 6th place on the racetrack. Me and him just can't seem to get away from him. He throws a block here. We go all the way underneath him here because I'm frustrated with the way he's racing me today. So I just get into him right there, run him out of room, put him in the wall because I'm just like, I don't want to be near him anymore, to be honest. Now I feel like we've caught Ty Gibbs, Joey Logano, send it in for a slide job for 4th there as we make it work barely in front of Ty Gibbs. Squeeze Logano out of room into 4th, throw a late block there on Ty Gibbs. He saves it. Now get a run on Brad Keselowski for 3rd. Decided to give him a little bump here. Goes outside the lift, let Keselowski go flying into the wall, and we go right by him and hit him a little bit of contact right there. But now we move into 3rd, only behind Larson. Of course, Tyler Reddick has found his way all the way back up to 2nd. Those 2 were still chasing here, and the caution comes out midway through stage 2. And now we have to find a way by Reddick and Larson. 16 to go in stage 2. We restart with, and we'll easily make a 3-wide move to the inside lane, clearing both of them. And leading for the first time today in Darlington, we are finally up in the lead of this race. Leading in the 99, leading the 5 and the 45. A few laps later in the stage, we're the last couple laps of the stage. A caution will come out here, ending stage 2 prematurely, giving us a stage 2 victory. over Larson, Reddick, Bell, Hamlin, Logano, Keselowski, Truex, Blaney, and Wallace the top 10. So we get the stage 2 win via caution after a strong pit cycle there, making everything work in that final stage. Now we get to the wall here in the final stage. There goes Kyle Larson to our inside. He will go by. That's a big mistake right there, going too high up the racetrack, got into the wall, allows Larson to sneak by on the bottom. Now we have to try to find a way back by him for this lead here in Darlington, as we were pretty strong in stage 2, held off Larson and Reddick the whole rest of the way once we had that lead. Now we got to find a way around him, which has been tough today, as Larson's been the man to beat, clearly. Having the best race car out here. Now we send it in 3 and 4 to put him into the wall. We bounce into the wall as well. We hold the position, just really an over-aggressive move right there, but that's our desperation to get back in the lead, as we didn't want to let Larson start driving away. So we did what we had to do to hold him off. 32 going to try to hold off Larson into turn 1 and 2. We go low, he goes high, we go a little bit higher on the racetrack here through turn 1. He gets underneath us a little bit of a bump. We're gonna hold on to him. He's gonna send us wide of the wall. We go bouncing off the 5. We're slamming down in the inside wall hard, spinning back up the racetrack. We go into the pack. We are around, we have crashed, and we come back down into hopes of our big hit. Elliott piles in, and into the wall we go, caution. And another disastrous mistake at a crucial time in the race, and the final stage puts us all the way back to 27th on the restart, and have our work cut out for us to get back up to that lead to fight with Kyle Larson. But once again, we keep making our own mistakes that keep costing us. Team of the day is playoff drivers making big mistakes, as almost all of them have at least made one mistake. Then we work by Noah Gragson, almost wrecking him right there as we move into 19th, so we're back in the top 20. And we've passed all these guys 5 times already today, like Hocevar, Bowman, Nemechek, Byron. Like, these are guys that we've been ahead of all day long. We've had to keep passing because of our mistakes. So here we go again, going by the 48. Now we go by the 24 of Byron, by the 42 of Nemechek. Now we're in the 14th place, so back in the top 15. Todd Gilliland, he's been having a great top 15 run all day today here in Darlington, but we've passed him a bunch of times, and we're going to do it once again, barely squeezing to his outside right there by the slimmest of margins we fit on his outside. Now chasing down Chase Elliott for 12. Now we go by Elliott into 3 and 4. Go by Bubba. Again to Kyle Busch a little bit. Busch gets sideways. I hold him steady. He saves it. We go by Busch. And now just like that, we're back into the top 10 and 10th here at Darlington. Clearly a fast race car. Now we go by Chris Buescher for 9th easily. Go to the outside of Martin Truex Jr. for 8th and continue our charge forwards. Now trying to go to the outside of Ryan Blaney for 7th here on the racetrack. And we go by him with these bounce off the wall right there. A little bit too high. Once again getting to the wall. Just pushing it too hard through the corner. Now trying to get by Keselowski for 6th. And we'll go to the inside of Keselowski and make that pass. Got on the wall right there, though, passing Keselowski. Bit of some hard contact, but we make it work. We go by him. Now a few laps later, we catch Joey Logano. Go by him for 5th. It's an easy slide job through turn 3 and 4. Now start slicing again by Denny Hamlin for 4th, as we have charged our way back into contention here. Trying to get up to the front where Reddick, Larson, and Bell are, but it's been tough charging through the pack. Now we go by Denny Hamlin on the inside lane for 4th, take the position, aggressively clearing him down the back straightaway. A few laps later, into turn 1, he's going to give us a bit of a bump. We go wide on the racetrack, keep it off the wall. Hamlin gets low, gets into our quarter panel, gets to us, moving us out of the way. I lift so I don't wreck off the wall like I've done twice today. But Hamlin will go by, and I'm frustrated with the little bit of bump he gave me there. I didn't appreciate that. So back at 3 and 4, we send it right back underneath him, get into Denny. We both go on the wall, but we keep more momentum than he does, bouncing out the wall. So we're back into 4th ahead of him. We continue our charge forwards, but Denny Hamlin really being a heel right now in our plans of getting back up to that top 3 with 22 laps to go in this race. And once he needs to give us a bumper here through turn 1, he sends us way wide, once again gets us out of our groove and up on the outside lane. He gets back on the inside, gets into us. I have to lift coming out of 2 again to not wreck. And he's only just barely ahead of us this time. And this time I'm like, okay, 2 times, that's enough for me. And I just send Hamlin into turn 3. We're slamming him into the wall. We get ourselves in the wall, though. Big right side damage right there in that wall. That does not help. And now a few laps later, coming for a green flag pit stop in the lead after we could stay out longer than everyone else did, because we pitted when we wrecked earlier in the stage. So we come down. This time we get down to pit road speed limit just fine. No penalties incurred. Gonna be a normal 2 cans, 4 tires stop. Gonna be 15.4. A little bit slow for this crew, so not the best stop from them. No repairs though. Can't afford to get repairs on pit road. It'll cost us too much time on the racetrack. We'll be out of contention. So we gotta do what we gotta do here, and so it's gonna be 4 tires of fuel. We come back on the racetrack. Currently scored in 5th and losing positions as cars come flying by on the outside. Now 6th. And we once again merge early just to try to block guys behind us and hold on to positions. We block J.J. Yaley right now, and behind him, that's Denny Hamlin. He's coming up into the mix. Denny Hamlin out of nowhere. We're in 6 few laps later. We're in 5th now, going by the outside of Joey Logano with ease, going into 4th place. Now you have to chase down Reddick, Bell, and Larson in the top 3 with 12 to go. Now just 6 laps to go. We're chasing down Chase Briscoe. Lap car on the caution will come out. We'll stay out on the racetrack. We'll restart in the lead with just 3 to go here in Darlington. Truex, Blaney, and Kyle Busch took 2 tires. Larson, everyone else took 4 tires. We're on old tires, hanging on to the lead. Now white flag in the air. Final laps are coming back at Darlington, and here comes Kyle Larson. He is chasing me down for the race lead. I'm trying to hold him off with everything I've got in this race car right now. He is coming fast, and I'm trying to hold him off here. I got a big run through turn 2. Here he comes down the back stretch on the last side. I decided to go low. Let him have the high lane. We pitch him up the racetrack a little bit. Larson's going to slide up into the wall. He'll go in 3 and 4. He'll get back down to the fender, and he'll get loose. And he saved it, but the momentum loss is enough to get us clear back to the line. We are going to win and steal the Southern 500 in Darlington, advancing to the round of 12 in the playoffs with a huge win here in Darlington. A hard-fought win at that, a comeback victory from tons and tons of mistakes upon mistakes. And in the end, we hold on with a 3 laps to go restart, hold off Kyle Larson on the final lap, and now we burn it down in celebration in the front straightaway. And 3 wins in a row, really heating up at the right time of the season right now. And we got another good track for us coming up in the next episode at Watkins Glen, which is now in the playoffs. That's going to be another great race for us, as we won there last season. So if we do that again, we could possibly make it 4 straight wins here, heading into the round of 12, which would be incredible. And it's our 12th win of the season as we do a Polish victory lap around the racetrack in this beautiful number 99 Best Buy Chevrolet, painted by Landon's Graphics, as we work our way down this backstretch now, celebrate the amazing victory, as we have just been doing a tremendous job these last couple of weeks of finding ways to win when it looks grim. You know, Atlanta we dominated, so there's no really shocks there. At Daytona, we held on late with the help of Ross Chastain, making the last lap pass on John Hunter Nemechek, and now today we hold on in overtime ahead of Kyle Larson, who's clearly the best car, by just throwing the right blocks. And now we're going to send it spinning, burning it down the front stretch before we head to victory lane to celebrate this Southern 500 victory and advancement to the round of 12 with the crew. And now, final race results. Myself is your winner today, of course. A comeback, fight back, win, whatever you want to call it. Kyle Larson comes home your runner-up with a strong run today. Denny Hamlin third, Christopher Bell fourth, Truex fifth. 3 Gibbs playoff drivers, very good runs today to help their playoff hopes. Then Blaney sixth, Logano seventh. Tyler Reddick, a very strong run in eighth, but still disappointing when he had a top 3 car today. And then Kyle Busch and Keselowski, 2 more playoff drivers, 9th and 10th, running out your top 10 today. Good points for both of those guys. Then William Byron ends up at 11th, Alex Bowman 13th, Ross Chastain 14th, Chase Elliott 16th, your playoff drivers outside the top 10 but in the top 20. Then Zane Smith, last car in the lead lap, in 21st. Chase Briscoe struggles in 23rd, as does Nemechek in 27th. And the worst is going to be AJ Allmendinger and Chris Buescher. Allmendinger DNFs in dead last, and Buescher DNFs in 38th. So we're your winner here in Darlington. Now we're going to have to look at the playoff grid, where it is going to be, of course, myself advance to the next round with the win. Denny Hamlin, Truex, Keselowski, Bell, Reddick, very comfortable, all more than 30 above the cut line. Should be fine as long as there's no shocking events in the next 2 episodes. Byron plus 23, looking pretty good. Elliott plus 16. Chastain plus 14. Kyle Busch and Alex Bowman each plus 12 above the cut line. They still got to fight it out. And then at the bubble, Zane Smith just 3 points above Chase Briscoe for that final spot in the round of 12. Briscoe out by 3. Nemechek out by 6. Allmendinger and Buescher each out by 16 after disastrous races here at Darlington. They will have to do really well at the Glen if they want to find themselves in a good spot to advance heading into the Bristol night race, which is the cutoff for this round of 16. And now we'll head back to see, of course, the next race for the round of 16 will be at Watkins Glen International on the road course. So until then, I hope you all have a good one.